Hello folks, how you doing? I'm loathsome to show my face in front of the camera, but it's meant to be behind the camera and not in front of it. Just want to say thank you for all the support that you've given me, and this is a 700th video. I can't believe it myself. 700 videos. I did have a few people complain that they like the videos, but there may be too many videos made per day. And sometimes that was true. A few days ago I made 9 videos, and the other day I made 6. Sometimes I actually get the muse to make several videos in succession, since I'm on a roll on got a very long list of videos to make, but I take your feedback on what videos I do need to make and what I need to do, obviously. I do answer a tremendous amount of comments every day, as you all can see that, and a lot of emails. I mean, a lot. Sometimes there's there are as many emails as there are comments. But I just wanted to say thank you for the incredible and enormous feedback you've given me. I mean, usually, as is the case with human nature, you could give somebody like a free car, and one person in 100 will be like, well, you gave me the free car, but the muffler makes a noise. It's like, well, you got the car for free. I kind of expected that when I started to make these videos, because it's just human nature. It's like you give a mouse a cracker and he'll complain that why didn't you give him some cheese. But the feedback has been absolutely the total opposite of what I expected. Not due to me or anything in particular about me, but you guys have given a tremendous amount of positive feedback. And I don't mind negative feedback as long as it's constructive criticism. I know many times I repeat myself. I have issues with PTSD, and I admit that. I've got more than a few flaws. That's certainly a big one. But I just wanted to thank you all that I could help you all so much, and I thought I'd make this 2 videos today. Only these 2 videos today because several things actually broke down in the house, and I got exhausted fixing them, and then the sink in the bathroom got clogged, and I had to snake out the drain in the sink, and there's nothing more yucky and fun than that, so I was kind of busy doing regular human chores today. Fixing things that oftentimes break down in the house. But I just wanted to make this the 700th video that I made. A big thanks to you folks, not for the positive feedback, which has been incredible and actually far, far overwhelmingly more positive than I expected. I knew the recommendations were logical, and that I could give accurate advice having tested and compared and contrasted things, but I've been very shocked at how very positive it's been, and I'm glad that you all, of the people that have subscribed and the countless, endless others that didn't subscribe that just watched, I never have once got an email saying, oh, you recommended this lens, and I got it, and I hate it, it's a piece of crap. I've gotten a few emails where someone couldn't figure out a lens, and I told them, well, you're not doing this right, or they might have gotten a bad lens because it wasn't represented properly, but that has nothing to do with me. But it's just been incredibly positive, and I wanted to give you folks a big thank you very much for everything that you've been helpful with, and that I could help you. That's one of those ineffable, warm, fuzzy feelings. It's the incommensurate logos of a feeling that one of the attributes of being good is doing good, and I hope I've done that. I don't have ulterior motives. I've put up, as you've seen in the bar at the top, if you like these videos, you could drop me a buck or two via PayPal, but that's not my motive for making these videos, because I spend an enormous amount of the day answering questions, and I'm actually very upset at myself that the progress, even though I've got 42 gigabytes uploaded on the Nikon Focus, I'm actually very upset at myself that it makes me look like a slacker, and that my progress on that site has been more than lacking, and for that I will gladly accept a physical or a verbal slap from anybody, because I am deserving of that fact. I take ownership of it, and I think I extended myself unnecessarily so by not taking into consideration answering all the questions and comments and making the videos, and I don't know, I am guilty of that, and I take full responsibility for that, but I keep my promises, and nothing has changed on any of that, so I just wanted to update you about that. But for the 700th video, someone said, a guy I know that lives about 30 miles from here, I've known most of my life, he's a lot older than me, he's like, oh my god, you got just a few months ago, how on earth did you create, so many hundreds of videos in such a short period of time? And I was like, well, that's nothing. I mean, I could crank out another 700 videos right now. I mean, I've got nearly the list for that. They're just like a billion little tips and tricks and things that you can do to improve your photography and whatnot. And he was astonished, and I'm actually astonished myself. Nobody could churn out perfect I mean, obviously these are the lowest budget productions that are imaginable. I mean, the total cost of the budget on these videos is the juice it takes to power the battery on the camera. So I've always been one that's more content. Obviously, when it comes to photography, the content has to be there. But these are the videos about what you should be doing, or at least trying out. But they began as gear tips and recommendations, but I have an enormous amount of videos on shooting techniques, tips and tricks. I mean, there are only umpteen billion gear reviews a person can do. I mean, there's certainly many more to come, but the point is that a lot of the things that scare people about photography that they're not doing but should be doing, and that's thinking out of terms of what they see and stop capturing a moment that they spot with their eyeballs, but actually creating an image. Many of the very key characteristics of professional photography are not that difficult, and any decent book on photography, I've either flipped through it or I have it, and some of these greats, I mean, they're master photographers, but they can't really make good books. And I'm not saying I'm going to create a book because I'm actually stretched to the limits right now, but these important characteristics of professional photography are what will greatly advance your skills, are not that difficult, and I firmly believe that simplicity is divinity, and understanding the key characteristics of light, such as transmission, intensity, reflectance, so on and so forth. These are all primary characteristics which are not difficult principles. They are not simple, but they are in fact simplex. So mastering, and a lot of you actually sent me pictures showing of some photographic examples of some points that I've made, and they're really happy. A lot of you people are really happy exploring macro photography because it is fascinating. I mean, it's like 70% of photography that 80% of shooters are missing, and you folks are having a tremendous amount of fun with that. But the important thing is that I'm so glad that I've saved you money and time, because in today's world, I mean, we're all running around, trying to feed the kids and work our asses off and pay the bills, and it's just an endless rat race. And to sit there and do the research, if I could actually save you that period of time in your life where you're not, pissing and fretting about, well, is this a good lens? Is that a good lens? If I buy it, I'm going to have to return it, so ultimately I may be able to return it, but I wasted time, and time is money. Or I get a bad lens, or I don't know how to spot check a lens, or I don't know how to check a camera. The fact that I could save you just the time, if not make very logical, informed recommendations, is awesome, and I'm glad I could help you all in that fashion. And the response from you folks has been absolutely overwhelming and astonishing, far above and beyond. I'm obviously not a good speaker. I'm certainly nobody that anybody wants to look at, like a beautiful newscaster or anything like that. So I actually expected a certain percentage of hardcore negative slack, just due to human nature. But I really don't have an agenda. I don't have a motive. I enjoy making these videos. Some days I'm really worn out, I'm kind of stretched to the limit, but that's just life. I mean, I'm not complaining about that. Like today, I had to snake the drain and do some other mundane stuff, so that's why I'm only doing 2 videos today. But that happens, that's just life. But I wanted to say thank you for the fact that you folks have, it warms my heart to know that I've helped you all, and I've saved you time and effort, and that's awesome. And the amount of feedback has been astonishing. A lot of times we can actually get really elaborate advice from people that have agendas and motives, and Consumer Reports used to mean. I thought at the beginning, it's like, well, there are all these people, but they've, bless their heart, everybody's got to pay the bills, okay? I'm not faulting anybody for needing to pay the bills and feed their family, because that's the primal instinct to any human being, and I will state that I don't fault for anybody wanting to feed their family. As long as I've got a roof over my head and a pile of soup cans or whatnot, and I can go out and take photography and enjoy my hobby. You used to be a professional. Sure, started out hobby early in life, then it became professional. When you do something professional for too long, you kind of get burned out on it, then it becomes a hobby again. So it kind of come full circle in life on that. But as long as I have that, I don't need anything else. So I thought at the beginning that I could do kind of like a Consumer Reports sort of non-biased recommendation of gear and tips and tricks, and that I am transparent and I don't have a motive or an agenda. I do appreciate, some of the, obviously I appreciate, anybody that made a donation. It's incredibly kind of you, and I can't thank you enough. So I wanted to thank all of you folks for that, but I'm not making those videos for that, and I hope you can believe me on that, because while I appreciate all of it, nobody would be sitting there doing, answering all the comments and making the videos and spending so much time, for that. So if that seems slightly off-putting, I hope it is. And I've only had 2 people say that, well, every little video you got, we make a donation, but that's not the case. I am happy to help, and actually a warm comment is, you don't have to comment anything at all. If I've helped, and that's fine. But I just wanted to say thank you on this 700th video. And I know I've actually droned on now for 15 minutes, so I apologize for the PTSD issue that I have. I do kind of live a horrible life of isolation. People that live in the basement of some horrible prison, have far, far more human interaction than I actually do, because I don't have any brothers or sisters or children, or I don't have a wife. So sometimes I drone on a bit too much, that combined with PTSD, so I apologize to you all for that. So I know I have that issue, but if that's one of the worst issues I have, then I guess I'm doing okay. But please send me any comments about videos you'd like to make. I certainly take all recommendations serious, unless they're extremely outlandish, or I've already made the video already. Or maybe I made the video already and I didn't make it abundantly clear. And there have been a couple videos that I've done that, and I've made a second edition, follow-up, because I didn't explain something clearly enough, and I'm more than happy to do that as well. So I just wanted to say thank you all. You all have been great, and I apologize for my shortcomings and my $1 budget on these videos. But you all are appreciative of that. It's about content and not fluff. I don't have any hair to put Brill cream on, or put down a button-down suit and throw a tie on and sit behind a fancy desk with a plasma screen behind me, with a laser pointer, and content is everything. Some people don't agree with that, but not many. So anyway, thank you, and thank you again. And I'm actually glad that I could help you folks, and it's very kind of you. You've been very warm. If I seem a little tired, it's because I am. My fat fanny has been doing more physical labor today than it is normally exposed to, so that's the reason for that. Thank you for watching. Catch you later.